What up, my goats? My name's Tote, and welcome back to the channel. I'm glad everybody's here today. I hope you brought somebody along. If you didn't, you can share this video. I give you permission. If this is your first time here, go ahead and subscribe down below. Check out all the other content we've got and let us know what you think. Leave a comment, leave us a like so that we can carry on and keep doing this type of thing. Also, if this is your first time back, this is a part 3. So this is the third part of a 3-part series, and you're not prepared for this, all right? You're not ready. You can't handle it, okay? You need to go back to the Cube personality test that was uploaded 2 days ago. You need to take that assessment, then go and analyze that assessment with analysis of your Cube, or whatever I called that one. It's something along those lines, but it was yesterday's video, and then you're ready for this video. And what I'm going to do today is talk about my Cube. So, if you guys have no clue what I'm talking about, stop the video now. But, if you've already done this, you're already ready to go, good. Okay? Last night, we actually were able to do the Cube assessment with 4 individuals, 2 guys, 2 girls. There were some very interesting things that come of that. We had some very large cubes, which are very large egos for both of the guys. We had one person had a very dreary field, which is kind of significant of stress. One person had a cube that was hollow, and one person had a painting of a horse in theirs instead of an actual horse. So very, very interesting things. One person was concerned that the storm was going to get their horse, which is very interesting, considering that the storm is your anxiety and your worries, and your horse represents your ideal partner. So without further ado, I'm going to dive right into it. My field is a vast field. I mean, as far as the eye can see, and just the slightest hint of some trees on the horizon, rolling, very thick, grassy field, healthy grass, vibrant greens, early spring, definitely first cutting of the season. And there's like a slight breeze that's kind of rippling through my grass. You can see kind of a cloud floating over the top of it. Just beautiful field. Think Vincent van Gogh's paintings that, you know, he has done. And what that represents is, first of all, the field is a representation of your mind, how vast your knowledge of the world is and things of that nature. And then the greenery and the brightness represents that I am typically an optimistic person, and gentle in nature. And then I have my cube. My cube happens to be an ice cube, which says a lot about me. Obviously it's small, it's typical ice cube size, and that represents your ego. And then, being that's an ice cube, it also is transparent, which means that I tend to let other people in quite a bit, because I feel pretty secure in myself, and not concerned about letting people know what my feelings are like. And then the fact that it's made out of ice or water means that I can be persuaded by outside influences quite a bit. And I absolutely think that's the case. If somebody's having a great day, I will too be like, oh, that's awesome. Or if someone's having a bad day, I have to focus myself on not taking on their anxiety or their sadness. And then, so that's my cube. Then I move to my ladder. Now, when I envision my ladder, my cube instantly grows to be quite a bit bigger. And it's still a block of ice, but it's definitely a block at that point. And then the ladder represents my friendships and my goals. So it's kind of a normal height ladder. I would say 6-8 foot, somewhere in that range, and it is definitely pretty close to my cube, not necessarily leaning on it, but very, very close, almost touching, which is supposed to represent me being able to be very, very close to my friends, and sometimes if your ladder's leaning, it means that you can rely on them or they can rely on you. Now, moving on to my horse. My horse is a unicorn, okay? Because why not? So it is frolicking about. It's the standard white, long-maned, beautiful, graceful unicorn, just having a giddy gay time in this field. It is absolutely loving its life. Now, this represents my ideal partner. I don't know what that means. They're a unicorn, they're hard to find, but so my ideal partner is supposed to be playful and doesn't really take life too seriously and just kind of enjoys the ride. And then the horse being white means that my ideal partner, I value loyalty in my ideal partner above all else, which I definitely think is something that I value, that loyalty. And I think I've even mentioned that in earlier videos before I even took this thing, so. Now, the next thing that we talk about is kind of the weather in the field, which I already mentioned was sunny, but we do have that slight breeze. And that gentle breeze is supposed to signify that I tend to stress about things in the future. I don't let it get to me too much, but I tend to be like, oh, you know, I got a math test or whatever, and I'm a little concerned about it or something like that. And I definitely do that. That is definitely me. I definitely think about like future things that I can't even think about controlling at this point, and I worry about their outcome. So definitely me. And then also, the next thing that we talked about is the storm. Now, for me, the storm is a ways in the distance. I mean, it's barely visible over these clouds, or over the trees coming in off the distance. However, this is a rager. This is a storm. It is going to be bad. It is massive. There's lightning. I can almost hear the thunder rolling back in, even though it's nice and sunny where we're kind of viewing, but it is going, now I don't think it'll last long, but it's going to be bad when it gets possible tornadoes, okay? Like, it's going to be bad when it gets here. Now, this represents my anxiety, how heavy my anxiety hits when it does hit, and then how long I think the storm's going to last is how long my anxiety, you know, if it stays with me, I kind of shake it off pretty quickly. So that's kind of where we're at on that. So guys, I hope that everyone is enjoying these videos, and drop a comment down below if there's something that you'd like to see or something you've done similar, or what your results were. Let me know what you guys came up with. And guys, until next time, catch you on the flip side.